Hello guys, welcome to the new video. It's officially day 28 of using 50,000 capital for the 50 trading days. So in the today's session, Nifty opened almost flattish, around 5 6 points gap down, and then in the first candle itself, we saw a huge, crackdown in the Nifty. The Nifty went down to till the level of 348, and then we saw a lot of consolidation happening in this phase over here, and it was a consolidation over here. And as I had yesterday, I had shown you about that I had a overnight position for the 19,350 call, sorry, 19,400 call. In fact, I had 400 calls yesterday, around 500 quantities, and early morning, once the market opened, then I bought around 19,400 calls again at 500 quantities. So overall, I had around 1,000 quantities, wherein my average price was around that 69 rupees or something. So, however, the capital that I used was on higher side for for that trade. So early morning upon the gap down, I waited for the for my entry to like to make an entry. However, because Nifty was strong over here, if you observe, yesterday I had said that like this was a zone wherein Nifty had taken resistance in the first zone, and then let me redraw this clearly so that. So this was a zone wherein Nifty took a lot of consolidation in the yesterday's session also. In the first over here, if you see, there was a resistance, and even here, when the Nifty broke out, it gave a consolidation at this zone, wherein previous to location we had taken a resistance and then support. Early morning also, when the first candle, I know there was a wick, and then the Nifty was consolidating at the same position, and it was taking resistance. So I was anticipating that this zone will be taken out. Hence, I make an entry in 19,000 350 call over here. If you observe, I entered at 930 9 sorry 936, around 300 quantity. I had bought at around 87 rupees. So I again, later on, I added after half an hour, exactly half an hour, I added another 200 quantities, wherein my average price was around almost 85.29 rupees. So cumulatively, if I add these two, and the average is around 85.3 rupees. So the capital that I used for this trade was around 500 into 85.29, so around 43,000 rupees I had used for this trade, wherein I had bought 90,350 call. So coming to the why I made after half an hour is like, if I observe here, in the first entry was at around 936. So 936, if I take over here, this was a candle wherein I entered in this candle, wherein Nifty, I thought of like during the formation of this candle, Nifty went on again, took a I thought like it will break out in this zone itself, around 19366. So with that anticipation, I bought around 300 quantities. First I entered with a lesser quantity, and then eventually I wanted to add once I get a confirmation. So if you observe here at 10:05, if I move to over here, if in this candle 10:05, in this candle itself, when the Nifty was forming, a bullish candle over here, in this with the lower wick, exactly if you observe over here, the first 5 minutes candle low and this candle low was exactly the same. So similarly, I anticipated that there will be like a lesser risk, lesser risk at this point. So I entered over here. If the low was around 348 for the first 5 minute candle, and then in this candle also, if you observe, it was around 347. So with that, I made an entry over here at 82 rupees, even though Nifty had cracked down, but the premium was not that decaying compared to the weekly expiry, the same option. So with that aspect, I exited this quantity at around 1033. In this candle itself, if you observe 1033, wherein I exited in this candle itself, because my exit was around, because I thought like Nifty would take the resistance at this similar position wherein yesterday it had consolidated, and exactly at that place it consolidated over here, almost in the next session also, in the next 15 to 20 minutes, Nifty consolidated in this zone, and then we saw a crackdown. So with that aspect, I exited from this trade being in a resistance zone over here. If I redraw this zone over here, so this is where Nifty took resistance in the yesterday session, and even today's session we saw a rejection happening with a sideways momentum, and then saw a huge crackdown. So with this trade, With this trade, I was able to gain around 19,350 call. I made around 6,100 rupees with this trade. However, I had some other trades also wherein I exited with minor profit, around 2,000 or 3,000 profit with the 19,400 for the overnight, wherein I added the 500 early morning. So that is with day 28. I'll be updating you about the trades I'll be taking in the coming days, and I'll update you about that. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video. Bye.